I'm looking for this one. Today we're not going to the main street or the tourist spot. Instead, we want to go to the heart of Hanoi. This city is not just the noisy street or the busy shop. It also holds a lot of secret stories and the hidden spaces. So this is the Hanoi Hidden Ride. Today we explore in Hanoi that you ever seen before. Let's go. If you happen to wander into a small alley in Ngọc Hà village, Bading district, you'll be surprised to find a very special pond here, the B-52 lake. At first glance, it looks like just another small pond tucked away in a residential neighborhood. But beneath, its surface lies a tragic yet heroic memory of Hanoi during the war. In December 1972, during the field bombing campaign called Operation Linebacker 2, or what Vietnamese call the Beautiful in-air battle, a massive American B-52 strategic bomber was shot down by Hanoi force. The wreckage of that giant aircraft plunged into the pond of Ngọc Hà village. Local residents still call the fiery explosion lighting up the sky, and the next morning, the remains of the B-52 lay right in the middle of the pond, an undeniable testament to the strength and resilience of the capital. What makes this place even more fascinating is that the wreckage of the B-52 is still there until this day. Not behind a museum, not behind the glass, but resting in the open water, surrounded by the normal houses. For the people living here, it has become a part of daily life. Exercise right next to the pond, having breakfast, coffee chatting, go to the school, go for fishing. Right beside the rusting remains of what was once a machine of destruction. Few people know that it was actually the villager of Ngọc Hà who insisted on keeping the wreckage in the pond instead of removing it. We want the future generation to see it with their own eyes, to remember how bravely Hanoi once stood. That's why the B-52 lake is not only the historic site, but also a small yet powerful open-air museum. Today, foreign visitors are often astonished when they come here. In the middle of a bustling modern Hanoi, they suddenly encounter a war relic lying quietly next to family homes and coffee stalls. That contrast between everyday peace and lingering way of history creates the unique and unforgettable charm. Right behind the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum lies a very special green oasis, the Hanoi Botanical Garden. For Hanoi's people, this place is considered like the green lung of the city, not only a space to relax and breathe the fresh air, but also one that carries fascinating stories that few people know. The Botanical Garden was first established by the French in 1890, originally designed as a true botanical collection. They brought back hundreds of rare plant species from around the world, from Africa and South America to across Southeast Asia. Some of the giant oak trees planted back then are still standing today, their canopies shading entire corners of the city. Stepping in the garden feels like entering a different world, with the quiet, towering century-old trees, pathway covered in a cool shade. Interestingly, the park once housed various wild animals like monkey, peacocks, or birds. That's why many local people still fondly call it the old zoo. The garden also carries traces of history. During wartime, parts of this area were used as safe ground to protect vital government institutions. Today, it continues to serve not only as the public park, but also a living museum, preserving hundreds of valuable plant species. This is Núi Xưa Temple, one of the ancient temples inside the Botanical Garden. Before the French, it was a very spiritual area for most of the local people, and even the royal family come here to worshiping and praying. Nowadays, the Hanoi Botanical Garden is where locals come to exercise, stroll and find peace. For visitors, it offers an unique experience. If Hoàn Kiếm Lake is the livelihood of Hanoi, so the Botanical Garden here is a quiet pose, a quiet bridge in the middle of the capital's fast-paced rhythm. In many ways, this place is a rare green treasure that has survived the test of time. So if you wish to discover a Hanoi that is not just bustling and modern, but also gentle and serene, spend a moment here. You might just find a side of the city that feels timeless, calm, soothing, and beautifully alive. The Duck Titan Collective Housing Area is located in Hoàn Kiếm District, Hanoi, near Hoàn Kiếm Lake and the Old Quarter. It is one of the old state-built apartment complexes from the subsidy era, constructed around the 60s to 70s, featuring simple architecture with mainly 4 to 5 stories buildings. Originally, it was built to house government officials and employees, particularly those working in central agency and diplomatic offices. The living space strongly reflects to the characteristic of the subsidy period: shared courtyards, communal staircases, narrow corridors, and small apartments, many of which have been expanded or modified over the years. Today, Duck Titan has a prime location, just a few minutes walk from here to Hoàn Kiếm Lake. When coming here, the alley will give you the relaxing moments with small corner at the cafe that brings you joy and incredible comfort. Cheers! Tucked away at number 1 Hàng Mắm Street, right in the bustling Old Quarter, lies a cozy little spot that truly lives up to its name, the Hidden Gem Coffee. What makes this cafe so special is not just the coffee itself, but the entire experience. From the moment you step inside, you are surrounded by colorful decorations made from recycled materials, old tiles, glass bottles, even broke furniture, all turned into art. It's creative, quirky, and carries a strong message about sustainability. The cafe has multiple floors, each with its own charm, but the rooftop is a favorite. In here, you can sip a cup of Vietnamese traditional coffee, or maybe try the air coffee or the coconut coffee, while overlooking the lively street below. Hidden Gem Coffee is not just a place to grab a drink. It's a peaceful retreat, a photo-worthy corner, and a meaningful reminder of how small actions like reusing or recycling can create something truly beautiful. So, if you are wandering through Hanoi's Old Quarter, do not miss this hidden treasure, a cafe that warms both your heart and your taste buds. And that's all for today's ride. It was truly different, or truly secret of Hanoi, wasn't it? If you love discovering the hidden things, don't forget to like the video, hit the subscribe button, so you will not miss our next journey with us. See you soon!